Well, Mark, as Janella mentioned off the top of the show, the COVID-19 cases did rise today to 361, a slight bump, but we're used to Tuesday bumps. That's actually the norm as the weekend's backlog of tests get caught up. Now, the key is to do rolling 5-day averages for the full picture, and the average went down again today. It was 357 yesterday, 365 the day before, 386. So it is going in the right direction. And the Ford government seems confident it's time to start reopening the economy. This Thursday, they will announce details of when they will put into phase 1, which will begin to ease restrictions.
On Thursday, we will share more details about the next stage of reopening our province. We'll be reopening more low-risk workplaces, seasonal businesses, and essential services. We can get more people back to work.
The government said last month stage 1 would also allow some public spaces to reopen and greater numbers of people to gather for things like funerals. Right now, the cap on gatherings is 5. But experts have been raising alarms that there haven't been enough testing, and the government is still having a problem meeting testing targets.
My question is, we still don't have a proper understanding of how widespread COVID-19 is in the community, people who never showed any symptoms at all. Why haven't we started random community testing so we can create a baseline, so we can see what the impact of opening up the economy would be?
Well, our number one priority right now, Cynthia, is to make sure that we get all long-term care residents and healthcare workers tested. And then we're going to start continuing to work on anywhere that has congregate living, and then do the random testing. Cynthia, I agree. We need to do that random testing as well.
The legislature held question period for the first time since March today, but it was anything but normal. Empty hallways, fewer MPPs, and those who were at Queen's Park were careful to use hand sanitizer. A moment of silence was held for COVID-19 victims, and the devastation in long-term care homes was mentioned again and again.
What struck me most is one family member I spoke to. She actually had to sit with her mother's dead body overnight at Meehan Manor because there were not enough staff to come support her. And we all know that our staff at Meehan Manor are doing their absolute best, Premier.
The opposition is calling for an inquiry into long-term care, where 72% of all the province's COVID-19 deaths have occurred. The Ford government will only commit to a review.
But I can promise you one thing, Mr. Speaker, we're going to review the system, a system that's been broken for decades. And I can promise you one thing, we are going to fix it. We're going to fix it collectively as a legislature, not just as a party, but everyone in this room. So thank you.
The state of emergency was officially extended today until June 2nd. Now, as for the 3 phases of reopening the economy, remember, it will be gradual, and we still don't know when exactly it's going to start. But when we do start phase 1, it will be in place for at least 2 to 4 weeks before phase 2 begins, and then the process continues for the next phase.